Hello, and welcome to our spotlight session. So, today we're talking about when you feel torn. Hi, I'm Cindy, and I am a self expansion coach. And welcome to Essentials for Peace and Balance. It's my Facebook community and my YouTube channel where we focus on simple, practical ways to move through life with more clarity and calm and intention. So, today we are going to chat for just a little bit about the loyalty gap and when you're ready to choose a new direction and what that feels like. Because sometimes the hardest place to be isn't stuck, it's being torn between what you've always done and what you're starting to recognize as your next direction. So, whether that's stepping back from something that no longer feels doable, or maybe you're learning how to protect your time a little bit more, or you're just finally allowing yourself to want something different. Something different. And if you've been in that space lately, then you already know it's really not always loud and obvious, but it shows up more like overthinking or maybe second guessing yourself. That quiet sense that something needs to shift. So I'm curious, do any of these sound familiar to you? Hmm. So as we begin, I just want us to take a slow breath. And if you have any lavender nearby, just inhale it gently as you take this breath in and let it help soften this moment. Maybe it's been a busy day for you. Maybe something didn't go the way you thought it was supposed to go. And this lavender could help you because it's really known to support a sense of calm. And we all need that calm from time to time. I know I do. I had an appointment this morning that I overlooked, and I didn't realize it till just before this call. And so I'm a little stressed about that. It's not like it's the end of the world, but it's something that I don't like to find out that I've missed an appointment. So this lavender feels good right now. And I want you, if you don't use essential oils, then just imagine another calming scent. What is something that you find to be calming, or maybe a place that helps you exhale a little bit deeper? Oh boy. So right now, there's nothing for us to decide. There's nothing that we need to commit to in the moment. I can't really fix that error that happened this morning. So I'm just going to check in with myself, and I want you to do the same. Just notice what you're feeling right now, and you're welcome to share that in the comments if you want to, if you feel comfortable doing that, and I will definitely get back with you a little later. And so now, as we've taken a deep breath, and we're just going to slow everything down for just a bit, and we're going to take a closer look at that in-between space, that in-between space. And we're going to do it with a bit of a clarity scan. And you're welcome to drop your thoughts in the chat or just reflect quietly. We're going to go over 3 questions. So the first one is, Where do you feel pulled in two different directions? Think about it, drop it in the chat, or just reflect on it. And of course, if you're watching the replay, you can pause and you can, think about it a little more in depth. Okay. The second question is, where are you feeling? Oops, that was the one we just did. What are you staying loyal to? Something that no longer fits or is no longer part of what you want it to be, but yet you're staying loyal to it for some reason. What is that? Something you're doing that you really wish you weren't, but you just keep doing it. What might that be? It no longer works for you, but yet for some reason you just keep doing it. And then the last question is, what are you ready to choose instead? So if you're being pulled in two directions and you're staying loyal to this one, you haven't, put the brakes on yet, but you really want to. What is it that you'd like to choose instead? What is it that you really feel in your heart that you're ready to do instead? And you really don't need the full answer about what it is that you're ready to choose, what it is you want to do. You just need to notice what feels true to you right now in that in between space. A lot of people push past this space. It's uncomfortable. They just keep going with it. But when you are experiencing that torn feeling, it's often a signal, a very important signal, a signal that something is ending and something else is trying to emerge. Have you ever felt that way? That signal? That something's trying to emerge, something that will be probably more freeing and more in line with where you are right now. And the thing is, when that happens and we don't pause, we don't move into that little direction that we're feeling called, we either stay with what's familiar, what we've been doing because it's just the way we've been doing it and we really don't know how to get out of it. Or we move forward without having a clear direction. Like we keep trying to do something different. We keep trying to change the conversation, but we don't really have clear direction. And it's like you're spinning your wheels. And that's what it feels like to be torn, to be in between. And it's when you're feeling that way, it doesn't really mean you're confused or you're off track. It often means you are growing. You're growing. And for many of us high capacity people, that tension isn't about the decision because often we've already made the decision. It's really about what I call that loyalty gap, that in between where we're sort of staying committed to the role that we've always played or the expectations that people have put on us, and we've given them what they've expected over and over again. It's a pattern, and it's not really a reflection of who we are now, where we are now, what we've learned over the years about this particular commitment. And so we just continue with the same thing. So I want to bring this down to something very simple. And I don't want it to feel real heavy. I just want you to be honest with yourself. And what is the direction that you feel that you're being pulled toward to? So think about it. The direction that I feel pulled toward is, and fill in the blank. Fill in the blank. The direction I feel pulled toward is what? Even if it's small, if it's big, if it's something you're really not ready to act on just yet, but you know this is the direction that you're being pulled toward, whatever that is, just write it down. Just put it out there. Reflect on it for a while. And this kind of work that we're talking about that we do in these spotlight sessions is what we do together inside the Clarity Challenge that we have monthly, almost every month. And we take what feels unclear or, where we're being pulled in a different direction, and we gently turn it into something that is steady and usable. And in that Clarity Challenge, it's 90 minutes. And we get together on a Zoom call. And by the end, you walk away with one clear priority, a simple 7-day plan, and really a next step that you can follow through on. And that's going to take you out of that in between feeling torn space. And for those of you who are noticing that this isn't just a small shift, this is something much deeper, and you're ready to move through it now, the enrollment for the spring cohort of the Self-Expansion Unlocked program opens up right after the Clarity Challenge. So the Clarity Challenge is on the 21st, and that is the day that the doors open for the Self-Expansion Unlocked program. And in that Clarity Challenge and in the Self-Expansion Unlocked program, this is where we take this kind of clarity that we're talking about and we actually build it into your life. So we give you the structure, the support, and the space to follow through. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and you don't have to rush into it. I'll put the details down in the comments a little later, or if you're watching on YouTube, I'll put them in the notes, the description box. But one thing I want you to know is you don't have to stay in a torn space, in that in between, because it can get pretty uncomfortable. It can be costly, to be honest with you. Your health, your well-being, your finances, it could impact you in a variety of ways. But you know what you can do right now? You can move forward, calmly, clearly, one step at a time. So thank you for joining me today. And we will touch base again next Monday for our next Clarity Challenge. Bye-bye.